You've probably heard that pizza comes from Italy. But the pizza most of us know, thick crust, stuffed edges, loaded with toppings, that's not really what Italians used to eat. It's what pizza became after it traveled to America. And then something interesting happened. That Americanized version became so iconic, it traveled back to Italy, where it started influencing how Italians saw and served pizza themselves. This is what sociologists call the pizza effect. The term was coined in the 1970s by a scholar named Ajihananda Parati. He used the pizza story as a metaphor, but he was talking about something much deeper than food. The pizza effect describes how cultural elements like religious practices, art forms, or even identities can change when they travel abroad and then return to their place of origin, now transformed, sometimes more respected or popular than before. Let's break it down. Imagine a tradition or symbol. It originates in one culture, then it's taken up by another culture, often reinterpreted, stylized, or simplified. And then that new version is adopted back by the original culture, where it starts influencing how the tradition is seen at home. That feedback loop, that's the pizza effect. It's not about copying, it's about reinterpretation, recognition, and reimportation. And it plays a surprisingly big role in how global cultures evolve. One of the clearest examples is yoga. For centuries, yoga in India was spiritual. It involved meditation, discipline, and philosophy. But when yoga reached the West, especially in the 20th century, it started to shift. In gyms and studios, yoga became a form of exercise, a wellness trend. And now, that fitness-focused version has come back to India. It's being practiced, advertised, and taught not just as spiritual training, but also as physical health. So even in its birthplace, yoga has changed, partly because of how the world outside interpreted it. Another example, Zen Buddhism. Zen originated as a meditative tradition in India, known as dhyana, which then evolved into Chan Buddhism in China before becoming Zen in Japan. It was practiced in Japan for centuries, but when it was introduced to the West, many people approached it more like a philosophy than a religion, focusing on minimalism, simplicity, and mindfulness. This modern interpretation eventually made its way back to Japan and beyond, influencing how Zen is presented and practiced today, even in its places of origin. Let's take bhakti music, devotional songs in India. Some Westerners studying Indian spirituality started performing kirtans with guitar, electronic instruments, or ambient soundscapes. And now some Indian festivals and musicians adopt that style, blending tradition with global aesthetics. Or Chicken Tikka Masala, often assumed to be Indian. It was actually created in Britain. But now it's served in restaurants in India as if it were a native dish. Another fascinating example is Japanese pop culture. Anime and manga started in Japan, but Western fans created entire subcultures around them. Cosplay, conventions, fan fiction. That fan enthusiasm shaped how Japanese studios now create content, sometimes directly targeting global trends. And then there's K-pop. It began in Korea, but exploded worldwide through social media. Today, Korean music labels design content specifically with international fans in mind, sometimes even changing language, fashion, and choreography styles to match what's trending outside Korea. So when a Korean artist trends in Korea, it's often because they first blew up abroad. The pizza effect shows us something important. Cultural identity isn't static. Traditions aren't frozen in time. They're constantly shaped by contact, feedback, and reinterpretation. And sometimes, it takes outside recognition to spark pride or revival back home. But there's a deeper layer too. This effect raises questions about authenticity. Is a Western-style yoga class still real yoga? Does a TikTok remix of Indian music still count as tradition? Who gets to decide? There's no easy answer. But the pizza effect reminds us that cultural exchange is a two-way street. And it's not always about dominance, it can be about rediscovery. So next time you see something exotic in a museum or on Instagram, ask yourself, has it already done a round trip? Is this version the original, or is it a pizza that came back with extra cheese? Because culture doesn't just spread, it circles back.